Hey guys, it's Tim Gillette, and I'm here at my home, hanging out at the fireplace here with my friend Kim Black from E3, the Power of E3 events and Dragonflymind. And she stopped by over here to the house just to ask me a few questions and talk to me about what she's got going on with her business. And I thought I'd do a little fireside chat, even though we're doing this in the middle of summer and the fire ain't lit, but we're doing it anyway. So by the fireside chat, I love doing this by the fireplace every now and then. Do you like my fireplace?
I do.
You feel the warmth?
I do. We can pretend. We can pretend. Yes. And I especially love your
I got my
cat.
cat. And my cat always sticks his nose up in there. So
Yes. But thank you. I love hanging out with you, and I'm so glad we connected and that you're teaching me so much about marketing, blogging. So
I'm not slapping you upside the head yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, most of my clients tell me I do that a lot.
No, not at all. But we just met,
Okay.
So a couple months? I've known you for quite a long time on Facebook, but in person.
In person, yeah.
Yes.
We just met over the last couple of days, and it's been great last couple of days getting to know you. And I realize we've got a lot in common. We have a lot of common faces we know, things like that. So
we do. So I'm starting my own company, and to hear the wisdom from you, I mean, I've already been just blown away. And I know I'm going to love learning from you. So your workshops, tell me about your workshops and about that I can share with my E3 people and what services you offer, because you're on the radio, you have workshops, you do events. Tell me.
Well, I mean, I've gone the full gamut. I've done big boot camps. I've done radio shows. I've done podcasts. I've done, I've gone it all. But really, blogging is really my heart. I really love to sit down and write, and put out little snippets. And I have an idea books over there that I probably write down information 15 times a day, and I publish about 1/3 of that.
Wow!
Because I don't. I've gotten to perfectionist mode, and it happens as I get over in time. But the thing that I like to do with helping people is with blogging. So, I do in the Dallas area, I do a blogging event every month for bloggers on both the starting and the intermediate levels, helping them get started with a blog. But my main focus is helping speakers and coaches build a blog. All right? It's that online presence using the blog as the centerpiece. And I know everybody thinks blog is old-fashioned. They're all talking now like video and vlogs and all that.
Right.
Most people don't have the technology. They don't have the tools that we have to do this video. Where do we get started? So that's where I help the coaches. So the other meetup I do here in Dallas is for coaches, and it's a marketing ideas meetup. And I'm a joint in the group. I'm in this meetup group. I'm joined with Sherry Prindle, who she has a coaching certification, which she teaches on a monthly basis. And then I host a marketing meetup in the Dallas area for us. All right, and it's a partnership I've had with Sherry for about 5 years now, doing that. I'm going to go wing it out this year, and I might do a big event. We're talking about it. So right now we're talking about we're going to call it the party. So, I mean, I'm going to dominate the party name for an event. Just one way or another.
That is awesome.
So, yeah.
So, as you know, I have speakers and coaches, and I have world leaders on my stage.
Yeah.
And they, that's perfect because you coach them.
Yeah.
And on blogging.
Yes.
And so, your party, what is that about?
We haven't quite gotten down what we're going to do with this. It's going to be related to doing stuff online for coaches and speakers, and it's taking the online presence for a coach and speaker. But we're going to create how to have a party online, I think, what the concept's going to be.
That'll be
All
fun.
right. As of right now, we've got the dates locked down, and we've got I've got one keynote booked. So I've got one person for a keynote who's always wanted to be a keynote at a location like this. So I said, dude, you're it. So, and currently I've actually picked another person who's a fun person to be my other keynote. She's another coach from LA, but we don't have the contract down, so I'm not going to give that away yet. But
you can't share that secret.
No, I can't share that secret. She's a great friend of mine, and she's all but excited to accept, but it's getting the details out. So,
Sure.
Yeah. So,
And me.
Yeah, you can stop by. Yeah. Everybody else, though, other than us group of 3, it's me and these 2 other people that are doing keynotes or bigger speeches. It's all going to be breakout type groups.
Okay.
And the people who show up first get to lead breakout groups. So if you don't show up, you can't. All right. If you want to show up last, but those people, the incentive is if you're a speaker and you're a coach, you need to lead, and you've got to show up.
Right.
Leading is showing up first. So those are the people that'll get the lead breakout.
I
So
love that idea.
I don't know who will be the speakers because they have to show up to get there.
There you go. There you go. So I love to have just conversations.
Okay.
And I love to connect with people. That's what Dragonflymind and E3 is about. And just being authentic. So, you know, when we first met in person, we shared so much. I scheduled an hour time with you, and we ended up going for like 3.
Yeah.
And
I remember because I was starving. I mean, I weigh off about 40 pounds here, so yeah.
Yes. So, but you were so just giving on, you know, sharing information for me as a baby entrepreneur, you know, being 2 years in, or now I'm toddler, I'm not sure. But what I just want to get to know you, and for E3 and for Dragonflymind, what can we know about you? What is something that people don't know, even though you're an open book?
I'm an open book. Most people know that, you know what I mean, I got into this industry because of Zig Ziglar, all right? And it was just, you know, I used to wash his car and had a personal conversation with him. You know, I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Most people know that. I was born and raised northeastern Pennsylvania. My adult years, I lived in southern Pennsylvania in Philly. And, you know, I have a daughter. I have 2 stepsons. The 2 stepsons live here in the Dallas area. I have a cat, Sephu. That's my other son.
Yes.
That's my other son.
Precious.
And, yes, and my wife and I, we live in a small condo in Dallas. We're really homely type people. We love motorcycles. We love wine. All right. We're not showing you the wine collection behind us.
Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. Oh, I'm so impressed.
We love wine. We love doing wine tastings.
Right.
I got to say that one of the most special things about me is, you know what I mean, that most people know, is I really am a quiet, to myself person. The most exciting thing I love and look forward to in life is when my wife and I can be home together in our home and we can enjoy our dinner and our time watching TV or doing whatever in our home. That literally is the biggest enjoyment for me.
Yeah.
All right, and it's the biggest secret. Most people don't know. They think I'm like this fancy, outgoing person.
Extrovert.
Yeah, no, when I'm here at home, I am very much a quiet person, and I kind of like really enjoy my quiet. I work I work 5 feet from this where we're filming this during the day, and I used to be a noisy person. I had to have the noise of my Harley going, the noise of music. I work in quiet almost all day, and I probably create more in quiet. And I have that thing, if it's quiet, my mind's going. All right, it's a problem when you go to sleep at night. My mind doesn't shut down, so I have to like do something noisy to put myself to sleep. And so I'm weird that way. So.
So what was your favorite band back in the day?
Van Halen.
Van Halen?
I love Van Halen.
Yeah.
I've always been a Van Halen fan. The original Van Halen, which I don't know if it'll ever be together again. The original 4 will ever be together again. I loved David Lee Roth. I thought his antics were cool. I love the guitar playing of Eddie Van Halen. His brother Alex has always been the drummer. Right now, it's his son, Eddie's son, that's their bassist, but it used to be Michael Anthony. Not to say that I don't like Sammy Hagar. Sammy Hagar was an awesome part to the band, and I really, in my humble opinion, all right, if you ever see this, Eddie Van Halen, all right, my humble opinion, I think the greatest tour would top the Eagles, or it would top Guns N' Roses if you did Best of Both Worlds tour, a name of their song, Best of Both Worlds tour, which had both Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth, and they each come out and sang their own songs. I think that would sell.
I think so too.
I would pay to be in the front row of that concert. I'd probably pay to be backstage at that concert. But anyway.
I think you're not the only one. Yeah, it's back in the day. I was from Nebraska. I grew up in Nebraska, and we wore these leopard tights, and just way out there back in the 80s. The hair big, and we got there like 6 hours early for Bret Michaels for a Poison concert.
I've met Bret. He's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy.
He is. He was laying out on top of the bus, and we were all like just walking past, and we're like, oh my gosh, that's Bret. And hey, and order pizza with them and all kinds of, it was so cool. It was so cool.
I was at a show one time with Bret Michaels, and this was after his brain issues. And he went right back out on tour. And to me, it was the most impressive thing to watch. I was in the VIP front row area. And afterwards, the ramp that went down to his buses from the VIP area, all of us were over there. And he walked to every one of us and stopped at every one of us took our hand and said, "Thank you for coming to my show tonight."
Aw.
One by one, to everyone down that row. And to me, that was a man who was totally appreciation of us, the fans.
Yes.
And I mean, that was the biggest thing. And knowing what he had just been through with his brain issues, I was totally impressed with Bret Michaels that night. Because, most, they most of them, yeah, how you doing? High five. No, he stopped and looked every one of us in the eye to thank us.
That is so nice.
And I've never seen that in all my years of going to concerts, shows, things like that. That impressed me.
That
Bret
is
Michaels. So
super,
Bret Michaels,
yes.
still love you, buddy.
Same here.
He's from Pennsylvania, too. Just
Oh,
saying.
is he?
Yeah, he's from
There
Pennsylvania.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So.
Well, I just wanted to practice my public speaking.
You did good.
Thank you.
So.
And I'm just honored to have you in my life and a part of my world. And
I look forward to helping you and watching your organization grow. And I know we'll try to be a part of it as we go forward. And, I look forward to having you around. You know what I mean? You seem to be a great piece of enthusiasm in people's lives. So I love that about you. We'll find more as we get to know each other better.
yes, sounds good. Thank you.
You bet. See ya.
Bye.